Welcome to part 4 of A Hat in Time. This time, gotta keep making that time pun as much as I can, we're gonna be entering chapter 2, Battle of the Birds. Which, it'll develop more after we beat the first area of it, and yeah, there's the purple timepiece when we get to it. It'll develop more as we get through it, but it's essentially a versus. There's two primary characters of this area that are directly against each other. And so once you beat this opening act, you'll have the option between two different levels, and it continues through that for the rest of the journey, whether you want to side with one character or the other. Speaking of those two characters, I'll shut up and let this play out.
This movie studio is too big for the both of us, DJ. Grooves. The movie should be made by real birds. You moon penguins are just gonna write some loud, noisy dribble. If I wanted a bunch of picnics to dance around while on birdseed, ha! I'd visit my grandchildren.
Nonsense, darling, nonsense. You Owl Express birds are just gonna record another boring train-related western. You've done so for the last 10 years, darling.
What? No, we haven't, you buffoon!
Conductor, darling, this year we'll be winning the annual Bird Movie Award, as our new movie props will bring in the audiences. These shiny things fell from the sky. They will light our movie sets and fill them with glimmer.
Oh, yeah? Well, this time around, we're also spicing it up with our newest movie props. These hourglass thingies will be the grand jewel in our train heist western. What the what? You no good, dirty picnics! You've copied our props!
I would never, darling. Clearly, you're the one who took inspiration in my flashy new props.
Oh, that does it! Get out of here with ya! I've got a movie to record!
Fine by me, darling. But we'll be the ones who win the annual Bird Movie Award. Mark my word.
Oh, yeah? Let's see how well you do when you can't get into the reception. Oh, wait, shutting the picnics inside the studio will force them to work harder. All right, time to go, owls. Let's make our killer movie. Oh, and, receptionist, can you please close off that vent already? I don't want the smell of penguin to come anywhere near my crew.
Well, there we go. Now we know why we need to help them for those timepieces, of course. Or they're props. Because they don't realise that these mythical artifacts things might actually be important to someone, so they're just going to keep them and turn them into film props. Anyway, our objective... Oh, you can put these on, by the way, to get a pair of specs. Hey. And another one. And another one. Oh. Alright. Well, that's a lot of puns to pay. Better start collecting. But yeah, we need to try and sneak into the area and go Metal Gear Hat Kid with this. And I wish I was joking, but look, she has a little finger gun like she's James Bond, and we have to sneak around and not get caught and try and get to the timepiece. Whilst really cool, stealthy music plays. There's a relatively easy, but can kind of annoy you trophy to get here. And the trophy is to not only not get caught, but don't be even remotely seen once. Because when you go into their vision cone, it will, like, an exclamation mark will appear, and if you stay in their vision cone for too long, that's when it counts as being caught. The exclamation marks can't appear once, and you'll get the trophy when you reach the end. So it's not even being slightly seen. So but it's not too hard. There's a couple of moments where you might just get accidentally caught and be like, ah, but it's not too bad. And there's a yarn ball up there. I'm going to try and get that. I'm probably not going to do it the way it's intended, but I'll give it a go. Oh, come on. I can definitely get up there. I just need a bit I need to not do that. Alright, that's... yeah. You need to actually turn before you do the double jump, otherwise it will carry you. I won't spend too much time on this, but I know I can get up there. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, that's out of options. Ah, alright, I got it. I know what I need to do. I know I can get up there. I had a eureka moment as I headbutted the wall. Like that. Yeah, there we go. An ice yarn. Yay. We got enough to make that? Yes, we do. Our new hat. The ice hat allows us to do ground pounds. And there's our time rift as well, but we're not going to go into that. We're actually going to do the level, and we'll come back for that afterwards. Oh. Well, there's the way we're supposed to get up then. Oops. There's another yarn ball over there, but that won't be easy to get from where we were. So I'll get that probably off screen, or when I'm heading towards the purple time rift a little later on. If you, instead of heading left, if you head to the right, we're starting towards another relic, so quickly go and get it while we have the chance. But this section's a little bit harder than the other ones to not get caught. Good thing we can wall run. We're a little gymnast, we are. As it's just out of the way here. We get a... This is a relic from our dimension, but it's a UFO, and technically what we fly, our spaceship, is a UFO to this planet. So that's kind of fitting that... I like the running gag that all the things that are normal to us are alien to Hat Kid. It kind of makes me hope that if they ever do a sequel, it will be on her home planet, just to see what they do with it. See how different they make it. They might not. They might make it that it gets stuck again and she miraculously has more or less fuel that you have to go and get for the game. I like when every time you walk it does a little womp womp womp. It reminds me of the Sly Cooper series. Where it would have the little bass line when you walk when you're trying to sneak around. I think there's something up here. Yeah, there is. Is this a relic or a rift token? Oh no, it's just yarn. It's neither. Alright, let's click this. You do have to move here because it really... Yeah, the lights won't stay out for long. But you can slip by without too much hassle. And, oh, temporary of electronics. Oh, this bill's just getting bigger and bigger. Don't know how we're going to pay this. This section's usually the bit that gets people. Not as in getting caught, as in if you're trying to not get seen even remotely. Like sometimes you'll just get caught in the very corner of it and not realise. But we got through it quite nicely there, so that's neat. No worries. Oh, the music's so cool for this area. It really is. It's got this nice muffled but increasing approach with it, where you're building up to something because it's the way it's stealthily handled. Right, let's... I believe we need to drop down here to get some... I think it's either a rift token or a relic, but... It'll be another yarn ball again, knowing my luck. No, it is a rift token. Neat. Alright, now let's get out of here before we notice. Right. I don't want to get spotted on the uptick, so I'm going to wait for him to come back, look straight, and then turn away. I'm probably just barely out of his view range anyway, but better be safe than sorry. At this point, you should be in the home clear if you're trying to get the trophy for not being seen. Because this guy's easy to avoid. Just stay behind him and hop up the wall, and then when he goes back on himself, go over. Like, so you've got to hop up here, and then wait for him to go back on himself and jump over. Like so. And there you go, we're finished. Bop. And there we go. And if you've been following along, the trophy would have popped about now for you getting through there without being even seen. It's not too hard to get, because it can be a bit annoying.
Stunning. This trophy is everything I desire.
We meet good old DJ Grooves.
Living room.
And this is what we introduced the idea of, who do you want to join? Well, if you want to get the boss at the end, you have to do all the levels on both sides.
Oh my,
which I felt kind of defeated the point a little bit, but not too much, because it rates how you do on points, and it's whoever has the highest points at the end is whoever wins. As he considers us a star, and then just decides against it. Never mind.
You're not a penguin.
Earth.
That's good. I could use some non-penguin company around.
And I'll explain it more when we get to it, because we'll spend more time with it next part, because after this I'll be focusing more on the time rifts again. But essentially, when you do the missions, depending on how, like, it's how many ponds you collect, how well you actually do with the said objectives you've got, and then how many of the tokens that have whoever you're working for's face on it you have, it racks up points. Oh, thank you for destroying our horrible bill that we had to pay out. Alright, I think we step over here and there we go. And then whoever, to go back on the point before I keep going off it, once you've done all the missions, whoever you've got the most points with will win the competition, and you'll be able to get the extra prop from them. Well, it's a timepiece for us, but to them it's a prop.
Put on a smile and stand still, please. Don't move.
Right, nothing will happen until you move, even though he told you don't move. The moment you actually physically move the controller, that's when you'll take the picture.
Let's see how the picture turned out.
How did the picture turn out, Grooves?
Darling, you moved. The picture is ruined.
Oh, I wonder what our picture looks like, the one that we moved in.
With some old-fashioned photo doctoring. Here, take these markers and turn yourself into the most stylish, fashionable.
Alright, time to doctor the photos. Alright, let's see how, let's think. Let's make her angry, firstly. Can we make her have chubby cheeks? And then make her just have a... Yes! So she looks angry with her chubby cheeks. It's all we need to do. It's perfect. See, he agrees, it's perfect. Oh, see, I am a master artist. Just make chubby cheeks angry person. That's all you need.
Wonderful, darling. Oh, just wonderful. Meet me at the movie set tomorrow and we'll make you a star.
He says tomorrow, but I heavily doubt the next part will be uploaded tomorrow. I've been doing the parts every other day, which I'm hoping's working out and is a nice balance. Post me with your edits. I hope you're keeping on top of that. But I know with how it's going to be going, the next part after this might not be a 2-day gap, because even though Christmas has passed, there's a lot of like relatives and family stuff I've yet to do and people to meet up with and things like that, and I don't know if I'll get the time to sit down and edit the later part. So just in case, assume this is going to be the last part for a couple more days than normal. But the conductors come in to alert us, when I can think of the right word, that if we're going to be helping DJ Grooves, we should be helping him as well to help make it fair still. And to let us hold the newest prop, not knowing that the moment we grab it, we'll teleport away back to our luxury, lovely ship. Alright, bye conductor, have a nice time. We've still got the specs on. Right, now I think, before anything else, I should be heading back into it and get that purple time rift I pointed out on our way here. So, see you in a second. Right, so it's just back here. I did get the yarn ball that's on the other side as well, but it's easy to get to. Just hop up on the roof and it's easy to get. It's just there, so don't worry about that too much. As we enter our second purple time rift. Fair warning now, I don't know where all the pictures are for this one, so I'm probably going to miss one. If I don't manage to get them all, once I beat the game and once I have everything recorded, I might make a bonus part that just throws the ones I missed in so you can see the picture books I missed. I'll definitely look for it. Like, I'll be spinning the camera around and searching around the area to see if I can find the one I'm missing. Because I don't know where it is. Alright, mind the cameras here. Because, yeah, that's what happens if you're in the way of them and get caught. And that's what would happen if you were spotted by anyone in the Deadbird Studio level. That. Just to double check, there's something behind over here. Nope. I'm probably gonna miss that. Yep. Ow. We got enough ponds, but like I said in the last one we did, I like to try and get as many of the crown ponds as possible. so I don't have to worry about them so much if there for whatever reason I can't get one. And it's just a bit of a completionist inside me. I like to get them all. Right, before anything else, up here there's another one, and over here is an extra bit of the picture. Right, there might be another one over here. If there is, then well, I mean, it's ignoring that one. No, I don't think there actually might be another one then. Well, there might be over here, but I can't see it if there is. Alright, let's hop back on this. Or just completely miss it. Alright, cut. See? There we go. Perfectly fine. No mistakes made. Let's get going. Anything back here? No. So I know where all but one of them is, and that's the annoying thing. I'm so close. And I want to see this. I haven't seen this picture book or Chapter 4's picture book before. I've only seen 1 and 3's, because they're a lot easier to find than 2 and 4's are, apparently. Because I know there's a picture right here. Oh, we can show off the ice hat while we're at it. If you ground pound on like an icy pad, it will bounce you through it. Wait, is there something up there? It looked like there. No, it's just a floating box. Okay, I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye. Boing. The ice hat's pretty cool. I said for ground pounding as well. You can break through certain objects with it as well. Right, if you have the magnetism, you don't need to blow this up, but I'll blow it up anyway, because it'll just come towards you the moment you get close to it. Because they didn't make it spawn once you destroy it like it does the normal ponds. It's just there and it's being protected by a hollow box. Let's get up here. Right. I think there might, and this is might because I heavily doubt it, that it's just a chance, that the picture's right on the top of this stack of boxes on our, like that's just behind us now. Like those big ones, way off in the yonder. But I just can't physically get up them, so I don't know. And I can't see any more. So let's just move on. Because they might be up there, but... Unless it's, like, somewhere missing in here, that I haven't spotted it. But this area feels like the most streamlined of the lot. Like, you can kind of see where everything is. So I don't think the last picture piece I'm missing is from here. We've already got enough ponds, but I'll carry on exploring. So we need to hit this and head up. Mind the cameras, again. They are here. If you bounce off them, it'll make the exclamation mark appear, but it won't fill up all the way, like it won't count it as caught, it'll just alert them. Right, up ahead is another area where we're supposed to have an ability we don't have yet, but we can still get up there without it. Like you might have noticed earlier on, not bloody hell. You can tell I'm tired. You might have noticed earlier on that there was grappling hooks that we couldn't use, and so I just positioned my jump to get over them instead. They kind of weirdly expect you to go into Chapter 3 before doing this time rift, but you can still do it all without any of the abilities from Chapter 3. Because Chapter 3 is where we'll be getting the ability to do both of them. The grappling hook and the invisible blocks. Right, I believe, because we can't get up over this, but there's a picture there. So where's the last one? We can't open that door. There's nothing hidden up here. I don't know where the last picture is. And you saw I was looking everywhere. I can't logically see where I'm missing. So I'll have to look that up. There we go. We're over a quarter of the way now. And it's taken us 4 parts. Do I want the Christmas hat? Nah. No, I don't really like that design. I like that. That's a good ice hat. I'll take that. Right, I think I can fit in one more thing before I call it a part. As it warns us again, we can go into Chapter 3. I mean, yeah, we have the ice hat, so I think we can get the other time rift that's inside the ship up here. This was actually the last one I got before I headed off to the final boss on my original playthrough, because I didn't, for some reason, didn't connect the dots. That the map with the ice symbol in front of it meant slam it with the ice ball and you'll go straight up the tunnel like that. It just didn't cross my mind for some stupid reason. It was only when it was the last thing I went, hang on a minute. Those enemies, like we've seen the bird enemies before, but the ones that have like this weird hairstyle and the glasses are assholes. Because they won't try and damage you, it's just when they hit you, they will launch you far. And so they always put them in platforming areas like this, where if they hit you, you'll get launched off it. So you have to try and actively avoid them, or you'll get fucked. Whoa! That's one of the whales. That's one of the background whales. The pathing of it managed to go through it. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. Now, that's 12. We've nearly got enough to enter the 4th chapter, like the final of the 4 chapters already. That's how quickly this is going by. Right, what do I want? That's a cool colour. That's not as cool. Oh, I don't like that. I won't be equipping that. Intruder. Oh, right, who's turned up? Oh, right. That's the head of the mafia. Mustache Girl did exactly what she wanted to do. Turn him into mush and put him into a jar. So we meet again, my arch nemesis. What? You don't remember me? How rude. It's me, boss of the mafia. Remember? You blew me up in the little indiscretion, and your young friend captured my remains in this jar. I'm without a body. I should be furious, but it's okay. The past is the past, and I accept your carcass as an apology. You won't hand it over? Such nerve, such a small child. If I had hands, I'd slap you. Or just buy a new body then. There has to be some poor soul out there that's willing to trade his corpse for money. That's a bit dark. I may not look at it right now, but I am well travelled. I know the whereabouts of all the secrets on this planet. Buy my map badge and I'll show you where you can find the relics that will make you rich. I'm going to say no because I know where all the relics are. They're not hard to find at all, so don't worry about that. I'll at least open chapter 3. I think there's one more little thing I'll show off. Because now we have the ice hat. Yeah, Subcon Voice is now available. Let's go. Now we have the ice hat. You see this glowing bit? Use the ice hat into it. You'll slam through into Hat Kid's secret little diary area. I just met the strangest groups of birds I've ever seen. Ever. One big disco penguin and the other is a bird-ish thing. Is he even a bird? I have no idea. Birds don't usually have teeth, but this guy does. It's creepy. They're fighting to see who can make the best movie, and that's in quotes because no one seems to really care for the fight, except the conductor. But I think that'll do it for now, so next time we'll enter